Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Strategic Command War in the Pacific. Welcome back to my single player campaign, Where's the Veteran AI. So yeah, we started basically when the game came out to get a rough overview and to see what's possible and what are the limits of this very scenario, and we are back at a very happy or exciting moment, since a little bit later than historically, when you would say mid of 42. However, we end of 42, beginning of 43, we saw here the battle of at the Solomon Islands, I would say, where we managed to take out 3 Japanese carriers, 1 battleship, 2 cruisers, and 2 destroyers so far, at our own losses of 1 battleship and 1 destroyer, something like this. Yeah, details are not too important. It is a massive victory so far. Maybe there will be some retribution, they will fire back or something. We shall see what happens. However, in the end, we managed to get them here into the hell of a circle of air power, combined air power, and our entire fleet, kind of, or the main chair. And the enemy managed to let our battleships and cruisers get close to the carriers, while their own screens were basically close to our air force over here. So yeah, really bad for the Japanese. Our entire plan worked out. Let's see how we can capitalize on it and what we're gonna do next, since on the other fronts, of course, we're not yet in the offensive everywhere. Well, yeah, kind of stalemate. The Japanese are also not breaking through anywhere substantially. Well, I mean, they took Mandalay recently, but it's time for us to change the twist and also take back here Guadalcanal and so forth, maybe here in New Guinea, and then we have to think about where we're gonna attack with the Americans, since now the Pacific should be mostly under our control and we have the capacities to go back into the offensive. So yeah, interesting stuff happening. And of course, just in my own, for me myself, if you haven't yet and you're just joining in, if you want to see more of this, it would be simply fantastic if you leave me a like and subscription. Yeah, since it pushes me, gives me more motivation, and of course makes me happy, and therefore makes me continue and produce more and hopefully even more quality stuff in the future. Thank you for your support and trust. And yeah, apart from this, then let's jump in and start with the replay of the AI, since yeah, it's about time, and let's see how they can react to our offensives. Now, the vessels in the slot impede the flow of supplies to Guadalcanal. Yeah, I don't know if each of those will hit them, but yeah, this is definitely harmful for the supply over here. We still have the bombers over here. Yeah, there's something we have to think about. Logistics level 2. Industrial tech, nice. Right, how much we're making? Wow, 777 MPP already. That's great. Yeah, the industrial capacity is now absolutely outperforming, and okay, Japanese destroyers. Destroyer attacking our is a light cruiser, right? The Juno or something. There we see the Suiho, this escort carrier. Really? Wow. Okay, light cruiser gone. But if I was the Japanese, I would rather retreat from the area, to be honest. I feel like we can probably also catch the Suiho. I guess it was the Suiho, and of course, sorry for the absolute mispronunciation of Japanese names. This is where I'd love to see the Japanese artillery firing on a garrison in the mountains. That's great. I mean, that's why it's the AI and gets bonuses, I guess. Here, strong attack from Wuhan. Now they come up to Chittagong too. These dudes here at Lahe are really hurting us hard. I mean, if the Japanese, they seem to have the AI, in our cases, I feel like a strong army orientation, since the army is quite big. At least in comparison to my army when I played the Japanese in my single player attempts that haven't been recording. Sadly, we're losing 1 army over here. Yeah, they will be reinforced. There we go, the Suiho basically, or this escort carrier, super accessible for us. Soviet morale rises as Germany is defeated at Stalingrad. Okay. Japanese port defenses fire on the Allies outside Kukum. Oh. Okay, we lost the Cleveland and the 2nd Chinese army. That's, I guess, acceptable. Losses have to be taken. Okay, Truk is occupied. One more destroyer. Prime Minister Winston Churchill is keen to see some victories won against Japan this year. He has expressed his opinion that we should attempt a landing in Sumatra. We could then seize the old whales of Palembang and proceed to liberate the Dutch East Indies. Alternatively, operations could be launched for an amphibious assault to liberate Rangoon. Either way, these operations could help reassert our empire's position in the Far East. Recommendation: consider your strategic options and refer to the strategy guide for further information. Yeah, I mean, sure, we will see what we can do. At the moment, the Brits are still, I would say, the party of ours that are the most in the defensive. Well, slowly it's changing and we're getting reinforcements, sure. Yeah, but alas, yeah. And here we have this escort carrier that will be destroyed, and we have also this destroyer that we can take out, plus another cruiser over here. I think the enemy was not necessarily taking good choices over here. But as always, we're gonna start with the Chinese, despite, of course, the interest in the naval battle down there at the moment. And let's see where is there anything to achieve over here? Doesn't look like it. I would love, however, to actually upgrade these boys in Taiwan, but we can't right now. Let's get the others at least ready. Oh yeah, here we need... Oh, they are working, okay. Maybe we have to retreat also with these boys. I feel like this position here is not really super beneficial for us. Let's take them back and maybe reinforce over here. Next to Wuhan, okay. Yeah, I mean, at least they're also quite shaken, and they have infantry level 2 already. Okay, that's what makes them quite strong these days. I will still attack here. Oh, 1-3 instead of 2-2. That's really bad again. Oh wow. And now I'm almost tempted... Oh, they don't have the range to use our really shitty tactical bombers, but we can't get there. Okay, it is what it is. Then you guys move actually a bit up. Yeah, Chinese movement's always quickly done. I think this position here still is absolutely acceptable. Do we have any reinforcements? Another corps. We lost an army here. Shall we bring... But I think they are not really pushing from Wuhan. I'm mostly scared actually from in terms of their advances in this area in the north. Yes, and I want to get some rotation in here apart from these garrisons that we're using. So actually I'm going to bring them in here next to Taiwan, and we can at least rotate them. And reinforce the others. Next reinforcements will go down here. Here we stay just put in this area, which allows us to basically buy back the 2nd army that we lost. Yes, with full upgrades so far. And to be honest, we've recently invested also a lot into Chinese technology. I think it's about time that we also bring in another... I mean, anti-air. No, let's extend our strength and bring in another corps. Oh yeah, that looks like Spring is getting some freshly created Chinese units to the front to counter a little bit this, yeah, heavy focus of the enemy on on their army. Alright, over here, I think we can bring them back into action, however, despite the problems we saw. Let's, yeah. Just in case, bring down, since we see some kind of push into this direction, maybe this unit here in Komila. Next core will be put down here next to Impal. And I think then we do have a strong, or way better position. The tanks can keep this position for a moment. Obviously, they are not optimal over here, but once we have more troops, they can be more of a reserve here on the streets and not in the mountains. And then we do have... How much are we producing? We're getting... Did we buy artillery? No, we did not. We have to save up some. Either we need armies, special forces, or artillery, I think, for the British Empire. So we're gonna save up these forces. Navy still waiting for reinforcement, but it's okay. Here's still hunting. Here's still escorting. There's no pressure on these. I mean, you could argue that it might be wise to withdraw one of these destroyer groups to the Pacific maybe, but at the moment I'm also not too much under pressure over here, so... Okay, this one is an exception because normally I would do the Americans, the Pacific forces in the end, but it's just this submarine control right now. Alright, but let's get into the Pacific actually. Okay, this submarine... Let's maybe bring them in over here. Or also over here we can keep on... Oh! A light cruiser, interesting. And there was the other destroyer, right? We do have these Australians here. I was thinking that I actually would like to get these artillery maybe over here to support Lae. We need to kind of blockade this. Let's definitely upgrade our bombers over here, so they have full strength and distance for the future. And okay, how much can Pagani go here? This was painful, but let's do it just for controls, let's say. Oh, that's cool. We basically, the interceptors here helped out. Yeah, and I think we're gonna use the window of, or actually let's clear up this situation. Brisbane port has which supply 10, right? Way bigger. So you guys, tanks go here. Let's control that any subs or anything over here. It looks good, so we can actually bring the heavy cruiser to Brisbane, where it can be repaired very soon. We do have the docks of Sydney to repair down here the New Mexico that has been struck pretty hard. The Enterprise, maybe it's a good idea to bring them also to Australia to reinforce these guys. Okay, you can retreat to Luganville port where we saved the submarine. Excellent. Question is, how many of these troops can we actually keep alive? Oh. Why did I get, like, you know, last turn I feel like the enemy hit us with partially versus destroyers against light or heavy cruiser, and they got like 1 damage while I got 3. And again, this time, I mean, heavy was it's expected that the Juno is taking bigger losses, but still, come on. Well, it's time for us to take our well-deserved revenge, I would say. And, I mean, we do want to blockade over here, of course. Fly really running low over here. Oh, yeah, we need reinforcements. Let's take out this harbor, I guess, so it... If we can... Oh, no. Apparently the naval bombers are not really good for that one. Do we have any other targets here in range? Not sure about it. Let's just fly this for what happened here. Let's just fly here for some reconnaissance, basically. Look at that range we got already in with them. That's really nice. Nothing around here. Yeah. So what are we talking about? Let's check out with the Houston where we've got here. This is the is it the Stuyo? No, Rio. Sorry. Absolutely mistaken. Just do it right. All the battleships are here pretty struck from occupying here Guadalcanal, but that's okay. Damn, guys, I really want to take out this harbor. Oh yeah, we can actually. That's at least something we can do over here. The battleships bombarding the harbor, taking it down to 0. I really wonder if this is going to take out also the supply of Kokum immediately. Yeah, we will need these. We need these strategic or tactical bombers actually to really help us out over here. I think to take them out in the future. But next turn, the Far Eastern strategic bombers are ready to strike. So let's use the Houston over here. Interesting moves. Oh, and now they're back in port. That's interesting. I mean, the ship is defending itself pretty well. Very interesting to see that here Bougainville is over here. Zaragoza definitely needs new air force or no new the word again, carrier air groups, CAGs. There we go, excellent. We still do have the and firing it back from the harbor didn't really work out for them. Yeah, wow, we're taking the toll that we're taking from the Japanese is really massive. Take out that destroyer too, if we can somehow. Alright. Looking not bad. Maybe let's get... Let's try to protect here our carriers as good as possible. I mean, worst case, if we lose a carrier, it would be acceptable. Not nice, of course, but acceptable. Whew. And once again, that's a very nice round for us. Yeah, here we can't do anything, but that's okay. Whew. Time to breathe. Just reconnaissance mission. Definitely some upgrades before we get them into battle. The Essex. Bring them here. And then we are halfway ready for another strike. Can we? What would be an interesting target? I think I'm not getting them ready already, so let's wait for some repairs, some outcomes, but then we shouldn't waste too much time to make use of the situation. So I don't mean Wake Island would be, of course, on the way to Japan pretty useful. From where we could operate aircraft or submarines. Or the Marshall Islands. Let's see. Here we've been doing updates. Anything down here? No, looking good. Looking good. Alright, so let's fire out some research since we finished industrial. Last ship that we want to invest here. What else was logistics, I think, but can we rather... Yeah, I want to get another submarine out, then we upgrade it later once it's done. Because I really think in the current situation we can use our upcoming submarines that we've been attacking harder very, very efficiently, since the screens are lacking of the Japanese, so we can disturb their shipping everywhere and have great spies basically with the submarines. So I'm really looking forward to our massive sub-campaign. Whew! Intense. Here we're waiting, right, for an army with the USSR. Anything to do? Not really. With communists, we're waiting too, right? There's an army to buy back. Yep. With the Australians. Rather get an army, to be honest. I'm also waiting here since yeah, as we see, we rather need efficient troops on a strong and efficient troops on in a small surrounding. Are we getting artillery with them? No, not yet. Also this, yeah. So now with the Australians we're gonna wait. Cool. Yeah, promising turn so far. Let's not be too slow. But yeah, what's the bigger objective now? We have to, of course, get our ships back in shape, and then I feel like with the air support that's growing and so forth, we can definitely get back New Guinea. And from here, I mean, we can, of course, retake Rabaul, but does it make sense? Are we going straight here to take... I mean, we can also bomb with heavy bombers here the oil fields, or we try to retake them for ourselves. All possible options. Yeah, you can let me know down in the... comments what you want to see. So far not too many people have been commenting on this one, but of course you're very much invited. But let's of course do another turn. Henry L. Stimson. The population of the Philippines is largely opposed to Japanese occupation, and there's a great potential for forming a large underground resistance movement there. General Douglas MacArthur is very keen to send weapons and supplies to the Philippines in order to arm partisan units that will be ready to rise in his return there. For a cost of 40 MPP, sending these supplies and weapons will enable partisans to launch uprisings on Luzon, Panay, and Mindanao should we land 2 or more with units within 3 hexes of Manila or Davao. These uprisings could seize fortifications from the enemy, helping liberate the country in the process. Would you like to authorize? I mean, sure, I guess. 40 MPP, who cares? Whether or not you currently intend to land in the Philippines, it is recommended to say yes to this, not only because of the support you receive if you invade, but also to keep Japanese forces on alert and preparing to counter any such moves. When Allied forces did return to the Philippines, their arrival triggered uprisings against the Japanese, mainly of Filipinos, but also of some US soldiers who had avoided being captured when the Japanese had invaded in 1941. Many of these partisans were led on Mindanao by Wendell Fertig, a civil engineer from Colorado who played a key role in organizing and leading the resistance movement on this island. Yeah, let's go. 40 MPP are not too much. Here we're hitting the harbor now again. Let's see. Oh, phosphate, that's great. Rommel attacks the US forces at the Kasserine Pass. Oh nice, spying intelligence for the USSR. Infantry weapons too for the Chinese, that's a big one. Australians get also infantry 1. Couple of nice breakthroughs here. Trying to hunt down our sub over there. Are they crazy? Why are they bringing in the light cruiser here into the battle? Yeah, maybe the Navy AI has to be trained a little bit more. I mean, yeah, this was kind of suicidal what they did over there. I don't know what the AI sees, to be honest. I'm pretty sure a human wouldn't have done this move. Okay, they put an upgrade in or what? Where were these naval bombers on Kiava line? Oh, did I forget to reinforce over there since... Or did I miss, like, we somehow missed one of these attacks over here because I didn't remember that the Chinese corps over there was in strength 3. Oh, I hope I didn't just forget about it. Oh god. Well, miscommunications in the Chinese army are definitely a problem. Okay, interesting. Good that we're building this fortification over there. Oh, so much damage. We're not taking any damage at all. That is really a little bit disappointing. So far, quite a flop. Veteran army of the 2-star army of the Japanese marching here into the jungles and mountains. How come that this damn unit in Guadalcanal still has enough supply to fight? Maybe you should bring a 3rd unit. Wow, there is definitely next to Wuhan still a massive force. Come on, guys. When this 14th Air Force arrives in China, nice. Our heavy bombers that we expensively bought. And damage on Nauru. Dare to Die Special Forces destroyed. Okay, that was their name. Interesting. Okay, Super won the Yamato or Musashi over here. I mean, right now... Oh wow, the Brits are building up. Great stuff incoming. Oh, we're getting also a super battleship, the Iowa. Okay, cool. And as always, let's start off with the Chinese forces here in the very north and see what we can do about it. Okay, here we wanted to get these dudes in so we can upgrade here. Oh wow, we actually have level 2 now. Let's not forget about it where we can. Yeah, let's do it immediately actually where we can. Oh nice, here our fortifications are finalized. Let's then give also here level 2. I think this is a turn for reinforcements. It's nice to see that sometimes against not that strong Japanese forces we can definitely cause a lot of damage as well, and still do. Wow. The garrison, they have zero supply. That was an idiotic move by the enemy once again. Especially with that high quality unit, a lot of damage being dealt here. I mean, that's the thing, right? The Japanese are taking really substantial losses. And now we can bring reinforcements here. Yep. Bengali course here to Bania, that makes sense. In to Komiya. I think there won't be paratroopers. The East Africans here to Imphal. Heavy cruiser to Colombo. Yeah, I mean, at some point it will be actually really reasonable to upgrade our ships. But we still have to buy other things first with the Indians. Here we are actually already, since there's not too much happening in the area. Yeah, and we wanted to get the artillery for sure, that we were saving up for that, so let's do that. Yes, come on. First Indian artillery. And we shall wait with the rest. We're gonna save up once again, since we definitely also still need more units on the ground, in my opinion. Nice. Yep. Our casual submarine control. The landing at Rangoon, what was Churchill wanted, right? Given with our strength over here, the Japanese Navy basically being occupied in the Pacific, it makes somehow sense. And we were done with China already, right? This is great. China done. Russians. Let's do actually production over here. I mean, they're really secondary, but I think just in case. 127 still waiting over here. I don't know if they will actually come into play for us. These dudes we have to move. I guess also somewhere here in this area. Alright, now coming to the Pacific. Navy can only be set up on the west coast, okay. That's great. Then let's see what we've got to do with the Americans. Let's just have them around to patrol a bit. Here we go. So finally repairing the New Mexico, repairing the Enterprise and the Vincennes as far as possible. Then we can also like give the first repairs over here to this submarine that served us so well. Ooh, expensive. Nevertheless, let's continue. 2 supplies, that's the problem. And we can't strike them even. Oh no. By how many hexes? 2 hexes basically. Oh, god damn it. Let's bring them here. Interesting. The Congo, okay. Let's bring the hung back closer to the Japanese mainlands. God damn it, I really thought we could use them over here. So we will... Okay, we will bombard Lae then. To essentially... Can these guys... Thank God we're having heavy bombers now. This will ease a lot of things. Next time we're gonna destroy Finchhaven. I think then it should be a way easier task to take them out. I'm a little bit disappointed by... Yeah, that we have basically no effect on the harbors with the naval bombers. I guess they have just torpedoes instead of... torpedoes instead of bombs to destroy actually the infrastructure. Makes maybe sense. Nevertheless, obviously not my favorite scenario. But their supplies also being definitely reduced slowly and slowly. Slowly and slowly. Okay, let's do the last things we need to do. Shall we fire on with the South Dakota here in the harbor? Let's do it, come on. Okay, no damage. Let's retreat over here. Actually, it's... Am I gonna really use our artillery / battlefield battleship superiority here to bomb down Finchhaven despite them taking losses, of course, too. Even at... It's very expensive what I'm doing right now, probably not necessarily smart. We shall see. I'm also gonna recover some of our... Oh yeah, we totally forgot. We've got these, the Abukura. Okay, I can't bring them to a level 10 anyways here, the Zaragoza. So, in this case... We still have the Akagi over here, right? Totally forgot about those. Let's take out these maritime bombers if we can. Or let's severely damage them. Oh no, that was clumsy again. Well, there we go, she dies. Okay, you guys go back. The Zaragoza, where did I want to take it? Then you just go... Let's see. Okay, pays off, just to Australia over here. Oh, still not dead, but we're taking good damage. Yeah, we're slowly not operational anymore with our ships, so that... I think then if we have two ships next to it, it's a siege. Actually, let's do 3 just in case. Totally blockade Finchhaven over here. I really want Lyre to be gone. And it has been annoying. So that's what we're doing. The Zaragoza or the Hornet over here is pretty much without carrier. Yeah, I mean, let's use the ships that are not necessary over here. Some screens. Okay, here we can bring in one more. Nice! Apart from I really need to fight down Kokum over here. I don't know what we're gonna do about that one. Same with Lai. It's supply 2, right? This, I mean supply 0 over here. That's gonna be really interesting to see how we gonna use them. Can we effectively bomb the airfield with our naval bombers? Not really. I have a strong feeling that these guys might be better off somewhere else. Know what I'm gonna do? Operating them here to Aitape. Yeah, where they will be quite useful and closer to the enemy. Let's see when we can withdraw basically our HQ from here. Also, these boys are a little bit redundant over here. Let's operate them too. Also over here. I think they should be... How long is their range? For action points 10. I think they should be able to base if they are here to also be redeployed in this area. Yeah, come on. Only problem is of course the missing HQ, but that can be changed over time. It was these guys down here. And maybe I'm actually going to, in this case, also take MacArthur over here on transports. And take them, for example, next to Cairns. Where we can... Can we then operate them or transport? Nope, not really. Ooh, shall we bring him to Darwin directly? And... I mean, if we want to invade somewhere, we'll need him anywhere. Any ways around? Or to Cairns first to support the strategic bombers. Just like, is this safe enough? Are we sure? Can we check more of this area? But I was kind of feeling that there was nobody around. If we bring him to Darwin, what's the idea about it? So we would basically increase the supply of here, like maybe enabling us to build up strategic bombers or landing operations with Indonesia. Over here we would just help quickly. Come on, let's try it. Cairns it is. Or Darwin it is. Oh, yes. Whew. Nice. So here in Darwin, MacArthur, we're gonna build up an air base next to Darwin. I think that's one of the next targets. Once these... Yeah, there's more Air Force incoming, surely. Okay, but we spent tons of MPPs already this turn on reinforcements. Next big question. Oh yeah, we could, for example, bring these in. Yeah, we can definitely bring another fighter somewhere. We're also thinking about bringing the fighters over here, right? To support a little bit the British, because there's no air superiority over here. And we have 2 in Hawaii. I think that's actually a great idea. And I feel like they were not necessary in the Southeast Pacific, so let's bring these fighters to... These American fighters to Komiya, so we have some more fighter air defense in the area and slowly should turn the tide maybe with them over here. That's great to see. Then we've got 100 left, which we will use for... Is there anything useful for us right now? Maybe probably research. Oh yeah, exactly. Perfect. As if I had planned like that. I think it's going to be logistics once again. Or the amphibious warfare. Actually, amphibious warfare is going to be more important from now on. Let's do that. Okay, with the Australians, I wanted to... Are we buying the artillery? I think so, right? Yes, let's do that, since we wanted to have artillery support. Then if we're gonna save up the rest, are we? Or at least once the naval construction. It will be helpful a couple of places. Come on, let's even double shit it. since the Australians actually here, New Guinea is Australian and everything we recapture there, so they will profit supply-wise. Or also here next to Darwin, I'm not 100%. What does it exactly say? Not connected to major capitals. Yeah, okay. I mean, these ones are probably. I don't know if there needs to be a railway connection, which is not, or let's not be too correct. And I think that's it also for this turn. Perfect timing. Interesting one. Carving a little about the aftermath of this. Okay, now we can't even amphibious transport then anymore logically. But yeah, let me know where you want to see my next offensive, how we're going to turn the tide in 43 even more, apart from enjoying this massive victory. Let's have a quick look on the losses again. I mean, we still see the enemy, wow, 122 land units, of course, tons of them are basically Garrisons. Holy moly, 122, yeah, we have, it's going to be hard to fight through. But yeah, as you see, the US is Japan only at 19 ships anymore. Air Force still big. Wow, I didn't expect such an Air Force, but okay, let's see quickly the losses. And here we see the enemy lost 13 ships, US 16. Yeah, but the war isn't won at all yet. As you see on the land, we have to get on land first. And but let's still enjoy ourselves once more at least. 4 heavy cruisers. 1 light cruiser, 3 destroyers, 3 carriers especially, and also with the battleships, 1, okay, 5 on our side, 2 on the Japanese, still great ratio over here. So the sea is slowly ours. How can we capitalize on it? That we shall see in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, if you haven't yet, it'd be simply fantastic if you support me with a like and subscription, since it's what keeps this channel on going, motivates me, and hopefully gets me more clicks and views, so I can even focus more on this channel in the future. I'd love to. So thank you so much for that. Let me know down in the comments what you want to see, or what you have and if you have any kind of feedback. Thank you so much for that. But most importantly, and see you next time in my next video. Bye, your Strategy Wolf.